I saw this one. I saw this story. A Lago Siri remote case with room for an AirTag tracker. Actually, this is something that immediately hit my mind when the AirTag came out and the new Apple TV at the same time or around the same time. And I was thinking, geez, Apple, like throw a little, because you already got the battery, right, in the remote. And just the radio components, if you could have thrown those into the remote, so beautiful. You never lose the remote again. It's the one thing you lose all the time. I've talked about it extensively. The old remote was even easier to lose than the new remote because the new remote's got a little more heft to it, and it looks like an improvement all around. I've used it. I haven't used it all that much, so can't really speak on it. But anyway, this case does what Apple should have, could have done. I don't know. I guess maybe not because they want to sell you both the AirTag and the remote. But this case puts the AirTag inside of a case for your Apple remote, makes it a little chunkier, obviously, but possibly even more comfortable to hold. It's not a complicated product. It's a slab of silicone. I mean, that's really what it boils down to, with a cutout that'll fit your remote in it. It's $15. The AirTag is not included. You'll need to buy that separately, obviously. But then afterwards, you will never lose your remote again. At least not completely. But it does lose some of its stylishness. You see the guy holding it there. It's got a big slab on it. And
that is quite big, like the whole product.
But you know what we come to learn, Will? We come to learn something.
Yeah, what's that?
Us as humans, you look at the remote, don't you? The TV remote, let's say.
Yeah.
It doesn't, for a long time, it didn't need to be as big as it was. For a long time. It's certainly not necessary. If you crack one of those open, there's a ton of plastic and everything's spaced out, and nobody was trying to make it pocketable because they were like, wait a sec, you don't want this thing to go missing. Like, what is it really used for? What's the importance of it? And even Apple, if you got a design company like Apple that determines, oh, our last remote was a bit too slim. Think about that. When do they make something fatter and taller and bigger all around?
Yeah.
So it turns out that in this case, the potential for user error or user misplacing is so high that the proper design is maybe not the one that looks the most appealing, but maybe it's something that's just ugly. Maybe remotes, the most functional remotes are ugly. And in this case, the most comfortable grip and the least likely thing to lose has to be a bit chunkier.
Utilitarian. Yeah.
It's like one of those rare cases where you want something to be chunkier. And the portability of it is really not all that important because it really lives in one place. I'm trying to think of other examples of things that you want to be chunkier than they already are. A Kit Kat.
Yeah, just food, I guess. Portion size.
Yeah. No, but I'm sure there's other items that you have no intention towards portability.
Bigger speakers.
Speakers would be one. Maybe even a nice set of headphones that you only intend on using at home.
Yeah.
You get a nice big ear cup on there you wear for hours and hours. So anyway.